Hey everybody, it's Jake Mace, the vegan athlete, and let me introduce you to one of the main characters of my YouTube show on the martial arts side of things. You guys know Joachim Maniam. We've been friends for a lot of years, and we've also been training together in Kung Fu for a lot of years. But today you're making a guest appearance on the Vegan Athlete Show.
Correct, yes.
To garden.
Yes.
You're into gardening.
I am.
You guys grow stuff in the Scottsdale area.
Correct, yes.
What do you like to grow? Grapes?
Grapes. We did blackberries, carrots, broccoli, beets, cauliflower, bok choy, lettuce, romaine. We did squash, bell peppers, you know, a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Mainly plants, so I don't have any experience with trees.
You've had persimmon before.
I've had it, yes, I've eaten it.
This is one of my favorite fruits of all time. I got a Hachia persimmon, and we picked up this one yesterday from, as you guys know, I'm a broken record. We got it from Seamus O'Leary, because he got in some amazing trees this year that are bare root trees. And so this one is called a Saijo, or a Saijo. Sounds like a Chinese name. Saijo persimmon, and this one says medium elongated yellow fruit. Gourmets claim it to be the sweetest and best tasting of all the persimmons. Cold hardy to zone 6, astringent, medium tree height, ripens November. It says it can take the cold. It can also take the heat if it's given afternoon shade. And so with persimmon, we have to give it a microclimate, which is morning sun, afternoon shade. Now, what does afternoon shade mean to you? What time does afternoon shade start?
Here it would be about 3, no, 5.
Wrong. Big time.
Of course.
Your tree just died.
Yeah.
No, but that's what people think, honestly. That's what I thought at first. But what I have found that afternoon shade means after 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
It's a trick question. I'm sorry. I set you up.
No, it's fine.
So morning sun in the summertime is morning when the sun rises until about 11 a.m., 10:30, 11. But once it's 11 o'clock, you got to give this guy diffused shade, which means he has diffused shade because of this weeping acacia willow native tree above me. So that will give this guy plenty of shade all summer long in the afternoon, midday, and during the most intense heat part of the day. Okay? So this tree is a bare root tree. So if we pull it right now up like this, it's just hanging out there in this soil to keep the roots moist. I'm getting older than I was 10 years ago. So you're gonna do the work today. You okay with that?
I am.
So let's do it. You're gonna do the work. We're gonna plant this tree in this hole. An apple tree used to be here, sadly it died. So the hole's already been dug before, it's already got good soil, it's already got a drip emitter, a bubbler that will well up the water here. So all we're gonna do is we gotta pull this old stump out of the old apple tree. It's so sad when your trees die, but can't dwell on the past, gotta move on. We're gonna mulch this guy on something else. We're gonna throw the ball to the cattle dog. And then we gotta save all the mulch that's on top. So I got this bucket. And why don't you get your hands dirty? All right, I'll hold the tree.
Okay.
Scrape all the mulch off the top there and save it in that pot. Now it's important that you guys look at what I've done for mulch here on top. I've got all different kinds of stuff. So Joachim, what are you seeing inside all this mulch?
Some mycorrhiza and some hay.
Hay,
Looks like
pine needles.
pine needles and some coconut bit shells and wood chips.
Maybe some grass.
Grass too, yeah, some old leaves.
And then all this white, look at this white, like spiderweb stuff. That's the mycorrhiza you're talking about.
Yeah.
All that white stuff there. So this is a really healthy living soil already. And that way this persimmon will have a jump start. It's really important that if you're doing a tree, dig the hole and plant the hole, even if there's no tree there, in anticipation of a tree being planted. So if you can get a 3 months before, do the hole, do everything right, and mulch it and water it like the tree's there, you will bring the hole to life so that when you finally do plant the tree, the hole is ready to go. Next, I'm gonna hand you the rake, and I want you to rake out all the stuff until we're down to the base layer. So just slowly walk around the hole and rake it out so that we clear a lot of the extra mulch from the hole itself. I like supervising, it's kind of nice. So far, you're doing a good job. All right, let's take this soil out of there. It's already gonna be perfect soil because I already made this soil perfect. So a really easy hole. So just dig it out and put it in the wheelbarrow, and we'll save it for 5 minutes from now when we backfill it back in. All we're doing now is we're gonna clear a hole for the tree to go into. And I don't think I've ever shown on video on my channel planting a bare root tree. So I'll show that right now. So I got this persimmon from Seamus O'Leary's. And if you guys click here on the screen right now, you can watch a video that Seamus and I just did together about all the bare roots he's got. He's got all different kinds of trees that are all bare roots. So right now is a great time of the year to go get one, plant it, and I would say in about a month, it will start to bud out. So each one of these little buds on the tree will look dead for about a month, month and a half. But then lo and behold, when the spring weather starts to get warmer, it'll bud out and begin to grow. And so my pecan, a lot of my apples, a lot of my peaches were all bare roots. I used to get them from Baker Nursery before they closed, and now I think that the best nursery in town is Seamus O'Leary's. When I first started planting trees, the first peach tree I planted, I did not know what blue staking was. And I hit the gas line. And they shut down my neighborhood for all afternoon. It was my first week I lived here, and all my neighbors got to meet me as the guy who shut the neighborhood down from hitting the gas line. So really quick I learned how to call about blue staking. And the point of that story is that the guys came out to fix the line from Southwest Gas, and they were making fun of me because they said I wasn't very good at digging holes. Well, now it's been 5 years and I've dug about 300 holes. I'm much better now. But at the time I was a nobody.
A novice.
A novice. Okay, my friend, you got the hole dug really nicely. And now we've got to build the berm a little bit. When we water this guy, we want the outer circumference of the hole to be higher than the tree's roots so that the water stays in the root zone. Okay, so I'm gonna dig out some of the clay and knock out some of the native clay here. And I'm gonna use that to build up the berm a little bit. And that way the water won't run off somewhere else. But see how I've made this little like orchard back here of different trees that helps to kind of keep the whole area moist. So it's good to plant trees together. People often say, aren't you planting them too close together? And no, the reason why people think that is because they see commercial operations that plant their trees farther apart so that tractors can get in there. But home gardeners can get them, they can put 2 trees in the one hole if they want to. So I'm gonna just build up this berm a little bit, and then we're gonna put this guy in the ground. Seamus O'Leary oftentimes will make you prove yourself. So like start with a loquat and a Barbados cherry. And if you keep your Barbados cherry and loquat going, then go to a mango, then go to a persimmon, etc., etc. Mulberry, female fruiting mulberry is also very easy to grow. And fruits, delicious fruits. So you hold that. And we're gonna measure this tree. So the tree is got a root system that's this big. And we want, see right here, the camera is really important. See where it's dark right there? That's where the tree was when it was in the forest. This is the graft. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
So this down here is a different kind of tree than this up here. So we want this tree to sit like that, about that high. So why don't you right now, I'll hold it, get your shovel, and start backfilling in that soil right there in that wheelbarrow back into this hole. And if you could do this, I got in this bucket, I've got really nice locally made compost. Okay, so let's do 2 shovelfuls of the stuff we dug out and then 1 shovelful of compost. 2 to 1, 2 to 1. Yeah. Let's go as fast as you want because the tree needs its duvet cover. Perfect. This is so much better having a friend, having a helper than doing it by myself.
I was gonna come yesterday, but then I didn't.
All right, hold this for a second. We're gonna take a break for a second. I'm gonna add a few things. So number 1, we're gonna put some mycorrhiza in this hole, which I got from JakeMace.com because I'm Jake Mace. But you can also get it locally from Seamus O'Leary, or you can order from JakeMace.com and we'll ship it to you. This is $5 for a little bag of this mycorrhiza. And I'm gonna sprinkle this all in the hole and coat it on the root system because this will encourage the microbial life under the soil to bond to the root system, and they'll create a marriage where the roots and the microbes will pull information, nutrients, water, all kinds of things to each other. We're also going to add in the azomite rock dust minerals, so that we're remineralizing this soil. That'll also become food for the microbes. You can get azomite from jakemace.com as well. This is the micronized kind. And then we also have half a bag of the Seamus soil. And hold your hand out. The Seamus soil is really nice because it's well draining, and it's got lava sand. It's got the basalt in it, and it's also got 2 different sizes of composted mulch. It's already been broken down.
Okay.
So this is going to be important because we want to create drainage. You don't want to plant your tree in the ground and then have it be sitting in a soup like muck,
like waterlogged.
like waterlogged.
Yeah.
So this is going to help the soil to drain. And now let's keep backfilling the rest of that soil in here. Probably do 2 to 2 now. 2, 2, 2, 2, like 2. Yeah. Okay, while you keep doing that, finish it up, I'm gonna keep putting some more mycorrhiza here because I can afford the $5. I'm gonna use my $5 to really boost the microbial life in this hole here. So I put about 2 tablespoons of mycorrhiza in the hole. You only need to have 1, but 2 tablespoons if you can afford it. And now, like we already said, it's important that when you're planting a bare root tree, you don't bury it too deep. Every bit of you, if you're by yourself, is going to want to bury that graft right there.
Yeah.
But you will kill it, you will suffocate it. So we cannot let the soil get higher than the dark part on the stem where it was planted when it was in the field or in the place where it was grown. So these bare roots were dug up, so I can tell right here, that's where the top should be. So you keep going until you get to there. I really think that the Seamus soil he makes is really good. I think no other nursery in town is selling the quality of soil that he sells for the price that he does. So whenever you go plant a tree, go to Seamus O'Leary's and buy a $5 bag. It's $5. It's 40 pounds. And it's hard to find that lava sand, so he orders it in bulk and mixes it up for you so you can just plant it. So whenever I buy a new tree from Seamus's place, I always buy a bag of soil to go with it. And now the soil you have filled up to the perfect height. The tree is pretty much holding himself up, and as the roots grow, he'll grip the ground harder and harder, right? So now we got to put the mulch in, and we already have a watering system right here for him. So I have this bag of leaves that my neighbor brought over for me, so we can just use these leaves as mulch, and watch what we're gonna do. Leaves, and this is the mulch that you dug up when the video first started. So throw some of that all around. And then we'll do some more leaves. And then some more of your mulch. Now I'll spread it around so it's not completely burying the tree, but it's okay to bury the crown now with the mulch because the mulch can breathe, right? And every time that it rains, you'll be amazed. This is gonna just disappear. These leaves will become nothing. Yeah. So this looks nice right now, but it'll need to have more mulch added to it as we go on throughout the year. Now we gotta water them. So let me go turn on the water and I'll show everybody how we water it. All right, so what I do, here's my Jake Mace Vegan Athlete secret. 2 things. Number 1 is I add a bucket of pond water because I feel like the pond water has so much fish poop in it, it'll jumpstart all the microbe life under the soil. Microbes are really where it's at. You gotta do what you can to make an ecosystem underneath the ground, right? No ecosystem equals no life.
Have the others help you, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Have the life help you.
Because they're working 24/7 while I'm sleeping. You know?
Yeah.
So now I turn on the emitter. Check this out, little twist. And then my secret is I always wash my hands into the tree to conserve water and let that
the dirt
soil
back in.
Put it back in there, exactly. Then your girlfriend will like you better when you don't come home with soil underneath your fingernails. Basically wash your hands, is what I'm trying to say. And that's it. So here's the thing about bare root trees though. It is January the 17th today, okay? It's the middle of January. It is very possible to drown these trees because they're in a dormant state right now. They're not growing. They're shut down for the winter. They will start growing about a month from now. So if I water this tree too much, too frequently while he's asleep, it will drown him.
I see, yeah.
So I'm going to water him right now initially, and that will activate the soil we just put in there because the water is the catalyst that activates the life, right?
Correct.
No water equals no life. Water equals life. And then maybe 5-10 minutes, fill up the entire hole, and then I'll turn it off and I'll watch that water seep into the ground. If it seeps into the ground, it means that I provided enough drainage, or you provided enough drainage, and the soil is draining properly. Then I won't water him again, probably for like a few weeks. I'll probably water him one more time in about 2 weeks from now, and that's it. I won't water him again after those 2 times. I will not water this bare root tree again until the buds start to pop. Once the buds start to pop, then I will begin to water him regularly, like once a week or something like that. Because if you water him while he's asleep, you can rot out the hole. Yep, that's it. Guys, say thank you to Joachim, Joachim, in the comments below the video. Check out Joachim and I battling each other in the martial arts world on the Shaolin Center YouTube channel. But if you guys are on this channel for gardening and vegan life, subscribe, hit the like button, and check me out on Instagram at Jake Mace Tai Chi. Go vegan, grow your food at home, visit me and email me questions at jakemace.com, and I'll see y'all back here next time. Thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you.
First tree.